Look at what Nestor's brought me here. You probably can't see that very good. I'll show you. He said that chicken was from Peru. He stopped at a restaurant yesterday here in Georgia. He said that chicken's from Peru. That's a rib that he made. And then it came with fries too. And he gave me 2 Cokes. Which, by the way, yeah, I've been drinking soda again ever since I quit that diet. That was the longest I probably ever went without it. It was like 2 months. But yeah. Anyways, tell me that don't look good. Yeah, I'm about to tear this stuff up. It's around 4:20 a.m. I believe right now. Got up around 4 and came out here to the truck. Nestor, my trainer, he already had a coffee pot going and it's made. I got me a cup of that and now I'm just waiting on him. I think he's inside. He may have been taking a shower or something. But we're at the terminal in Gary, Indiana. Sorry, that's the one I trained at. We're at the terminal in Georgia. I'm not sure exactly what the city is here, but anyways, we're in Georgia at the Georgia terminal. And I think the next load we've got is 900 miles or 960 miles or something like that. It's a lot of miles. But I'm getting close to the end, getting close to performing my solo loads at this point. So not much longer and I'll be doing my solos, and that's the last phase of this if I'm not mistaken, and then being tested. I think then I'll go to come back to a rail terminal, whether it's this one or Gary, Indiana, or somewhere else, wherever they send me. Should be, so long as they have a truck available for me at that moment, I should be doing a test, kind of like my CDL test, but he said not as strict as that, and then getting assigned a truck. Is it this one?
Yep, it's loading, yes.
Okay. So 919. The trailer number changed, didn't it? 7135. Next. Good to go?
Actually, we are kind of overweight on the steer.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
12,000.
12,000 the limit.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to adjust the tendons to transfer weight from the front to the tendons in the trailer.
Uh-huh. So pull them forward then, the tandems?
Yeah. You hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, now you have to visually inspect it.
Go check it.
Yes.
And so that lets me know that can went into the hole right?
Correct.
Just double check it, right?
Yes.
All right, yeah.
All good?
I checked both sides.
Okay.
So go around.
Turn right, then take the first right.
I tried to get quite a bit of footage of these truck stops. You know, you see these every day really when you're out trucking, but it's still in that very interesting phase to me. I've definitely got more used to just kind of driving around and seeing different sides, because you know lots of the interstates and highways kind of look similar, the sides of them, but you can see differences when you get into different states as well. But it's really when we get into the cities and towns that you can really see the difference in the states. Some of them you can see a difference in anyways. I really like Louisiana. Here in Wisconsin, I'm really liking it. That's the rest area there. That's something I really enjoy, is stopping at those rest areas, and because lots of them, some of them are pretty nice, and just they're in beautiful areas, and they've got everything you need, to use the bathroom, and then they've usually got like some tourist information, like some things that happen in that state and pictures and things like that. But this one's a pretty nice one here as well. I cannot remember what state exactly we're in right there. That looks like Arkansas, but I'm not positive.
Oh.
That woman was just telling me the roads were really bad in the direction she was going. Spaghetti. All right, looks like we're getting back on the road here, and you see lots of sunrises too. That's something I also really enjoy about it. At least with Nestor's schedule, he usually gets up around 2 a.m. and so you see the sunrise, when it comes. The old Pop-Tarts again. And as I said, I want to thank Nestor again too, because he really did help me so much through all of this. In more ways than one, he did. So very thankful for that help. Nestor, I wish you the best with your YouTube channel and with your life. Wish you and your wife the best. Hope God blesses you both. And thank you for everything. Kind of showing, the kind of stuff I'm going to get. Definitely want a fridge. A headset is something else I want. Maybe a microwave, because that's easy to heat stuff up quick. I thought about an air fryer, and I definitely want a Keurig, a little coffee maker. He's got a bigger coffee maker, and I'm always happy to get some coffee in the morning. He usually makes it every morning, and then sometimes we get it at truck stops too. But look at that big light. Kind of waking up still. It's not too early this morning. This is probably one of the later mornings we've had though. We didn't have to leave today until I think 8 o'clock a.m. to be there, so it's around 6 right now. Kind of nice to sleep in, because usually sometimes we're up at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. A lot of the times 2 or 3 really. So it's kind of nice to sleep in. Good old Bologna.
Result from the combination of ice accumulation and wind. Prepare for possible power outages. In Arkansas, for the latest road conditions, call 1-800-245-1672 or go to idrivearkansas.com. In Oklahoma, for the latest road conditions, call 1-844-465-4997 or go to oakroads.org. Repeating, an ice storm warning remains in effect until 3 p.m.
We just got to another one in Park City, Kansas, I believe, and my trainer's in the bathroom, so they just now came out. I'm already docked, and they asked me to pull forward and move the tandem, so I'm gonna have to do that first time by myself. All right. Looks like we're in Kansas here, if I'm not mistaken. Very beautiful area. Oklahoma as well. I remember my papaw, my dad's dad, I always called him papaw. I don't know if that's common in some places. I know some people say grandpa and stuff, but Kentucky, lots of people say papaw. And anyways, my papaw Mike was his name, and he told me that Oklahoma, if you ever move from Kentucky, that's where you want to move, is Oklahoma. So I was interested in seeing it, and I got to see it. It was really neat. It's right next to Kansas. I think they're both pretty well known for tornadoes, if I'm not mistaken. My trainer was telling me a story one time. He was with a trainee. I can't remember what state they were in. It may have been Oklahoma. I can't remember, but he said that it was storming really bad, and they got the alert for the storm and everything. And said they looked over, and the tornado was right there on the ground, not that far from them, and said they saw storm chasers chasing it. He said that he could see them chasing the storm, and said that his trainee kind of, I guess, got scared, got real nervous, got tore up a little bit, and pulled over on the shoulder and said, "What do I do? What do I do?" Which, I mean, I understand. I don't think I've ever seen one in person, and I wouldn't want to. Now there you can see that one lane back there you could see was clear, but the other one it was pretty bad. I'm not sure why they do that. Why some of these places leave one lane clear but the other one not clear, because that's very dangerous as well, because then you've got people trying to pass in that lane that's not clear, and when they go to get over, I saw a truck and just a regular vehicle, regular residential vehicle on that ice trying to pass, and when they went to get over, they both slid. So my tires hit some snow or something one time that was on the side of the road, and that caused us to slide a little bit. Not real bad, but yeah, I just, like when I went through the snow, I just tried to go slow, you know. I saw some guys that I believe were going way too fast for the road conditions. But then also, you know, we came upon many who were flipped on their side or jackknifed on the side of the road as well, and you'll see that in this video here soon. But we went through quite a few different states, you know, and that there we are going to Mississippi, and all these states that we went to, except for Tennessee. I'd never been to any of them except for Tennessee. Louisiana, you know, was really neat to see. Iowa, Georgia, Kansas, Texas, different parts of Texas, really. We were in and out of Texas, which Texas is huge. And where else did we go? Minnesota, and now I'm in Wisconsin, and there's more states than that as well. I just can't really think of them all right now. Alabama was another one. But yeah, Louisiana stuck out to me a lot. Arkansas was nice. They were nice in their own ways, you know, really. But as I said, you get to see the highways mainly, and there's lots of beautiful sights from the highways as well, like that old church there. But I like to get into which that right there is not the highway. That's getting more into town. That's what I was about to say. I like to get into the towns where you can see things. And now here are these wrecked trucks. And this was a sight to see. Not saying in a good way, but it really something. But what happened was the night before the freezing rain came through here, because we were parking when we were getting the alert for it, talking about it, and I guess some of the people tried to drive through it, and this was what happened. But yeah, that one there looked really bad. There was another one that looked really bad too, and thank God that this other one didn't go through the guardrail, because I heard a story before of a truck going through the guardrail right there. You see he's right at the edge of the guardrail where he flipped. Thank goodness he didn't keep going through that guardrail. They showed us a video when we first started of a trainer and a trainee, and the trainer was in his bunk sleeping, which I don't agree with, to be honest with you. I think the trainer needs to be awakened with the trainee at all times. I believe that. I'm not sure how it's much of a trainer if they're in the bed sleeping. So me and my trainer always sleep at the same time, you know. Then we get up at the same time. For the most part, sometimes he gets up a little bit earlier than I do, or vice versa. But as I was saying, though, that video they showed us, it was the actual footage of it happening, and the trainee was just going way too fast, you could tell. Now, I'm not sure if the trainer taught him to do that or if he was just doing that on his own. The trainer was sleeping, but he was going way too fast, and he kind of went around somewhat of a curve, and he ended up flipping the truck, rolling the truck over. And when that happened, they went right into the guardrail, and the truck slid through the guardrail a long ways. And so that guardrail was going right in the cab where the trainer and trainee both were. And just imagine being the trainee, for one. Now, you're new and scared to death, you know, or something like that. And then the trainer as well, in the bed sleeping when it happened. And both of them ended up losing their lives from that incident. So something else I've noticed too, you know, like there's lots of people that are very disrespectful to truckers, which you see a lot about someone's character sometimes with how they drive. Honestly, I believe that. I truly do. And not saying just because maybe they're having a bad day every now and then they're a bad person. I'm not saying that, but some things that people do are just extremely dangerous, and some, I don't think they realize how dangerous it is, because these commercial trucks, they're not that easy to stop. Sometimes you got 80,000 pounds you're moving down the road, and when you try to stop that, it's not that easy, especially when they get right in front of you like they do sometimes. Look at what a hard hat. That is a tall hard hat. I'm waiting in this building now while they unload me. They got like pretty strict safety procedures here. I had to put a strap on the back doors, like some kind of latching strap on the back doors, so that when I opened them to look at them, they wouldn't swing open, because they said a man here got killed when he opened the doors to check them, the stuff that was in there was up against the doors and it fell out and crushed them, killed them. So, but anyways, we're here at this place. First time my trainer's ever been here or me, so the procedure here was a little more strict, which I understand that. If that's what it takes to keep people from getting killed like that, I support that completely. I think you should do whatever you can to try to, so long as it's good to keep people from getting killed in the work environment. But anyways, going good so far. I'm on my solo loads now. This is my first solo, and this is we're delivering it right now. So once this is done, this will be my first solo load finished. Another bologna sandwich. I just finished my first solo load, so it went good. My backings are definitely getting more comfortable. Something I was doing before that was throwing me off, and my instructor even told me this at the terminal in Gary, Indiana, where I got my CDL. I was turning too much, I was turning all the way to the right or all the way to the left, and then going backwards, But you really just need to turn it like maybe a quarter of a turn to the right or a quarter of a turn to your left. So I was just turning too much, and that was kind of throwing me off. These definitely drive different than the trailers I'm used to. They're similar in that they're trailers, so I know how to I know how to maneuver a trailer. I know how to do that. Like he told me, he could tell that I pulled trailers, and then the guy, my instructor, said the same thing. They could see the experience I had in pulling trailer, but these are different. It takes more time to move these than it does the trailers I've pulled. And I've even pulled 20-foot box trailers, but even that, it's not 53-foot, trailer like this. Or a tractor, that you're pulling it with. This truck here, it's a tractor, and then the trailer, it's different. It's much easier with the regular pickup and a trailer, in my opinion. It's much easier, but maybe that's because I'm just not used to this. For guys that have done this for a long time, it's probably pretty easy for them as well. But just finished my first solo. We're waiting on another load. We haven't got one yet. Haven't got a pre-plan for another load. That one went good and everything, I did pretty much did the whole thing by myself and everything, and like you're supposed to. It's supposed to be like you're by yourself. This morning I had to get out and look. Normally he's kind of out there telling me if I'm about to hit somebody when I'm going out. This morning I just had to get out and look because I was kind of close to fishtailing into a guy beside me, a pickup, because a guy parked in front of the truck where a truck wasn't supposed to park, and it made it harder to get out again. But I've met good and bad people in the trucking industry so far. A lot of friendly people and lots of people that aren't so friendly either, and that are just kind of more selfish. They're humans. You're going to find good and bad in just about I wouldn't say every occupation. Some occupations I don't agree with at all, but in trucking, you're going to find, it's like most occupations, most jobs out there, you're going to find, or careers, whatever you want to call it, you're going to find good and bad people. So that's why I said before, I don't respect somebody just because they're a trucker. I respect that they're shipping goods and stuff that the world uses. We all don't really pay attention to that before. I seen truckers and I didn't think much of it. I want to get around this guy and go on. But now when you really think about it and you see why it takes them so long to get over, and because you've got this truck has a sensor on it where it tells you your following distance, and if you get too close, it'll set off an alarm, and that's not good. They see that. Your fleet manager does, and they'll talk to you about it. I've set it off I think 3 times altogether now over this training. So and sometimes it won't really be a whole lot you can do about it except stop pretty quick, because some people will get over in front of these big trucks and they take a while to stop these trucks, and they'll get over right in front of you, not far ahead of you at all. As soon as they get in front of you, it says you're like 1 second behind them, and then they'll slow down or say the same speed. So it makes it to where if you don't hurry up and slow down, I activate that alarm, and that's what's happened to me in similar ways to that anyway so far, that it's been set off. So I'm trying to be more careful with that, because I don't want to get in trouble for that, and I don't want to hit somebody. This morning we seen my trainer seen it. I didn't see it, but he asked me if I seen it. It was a truck, and the hood, he said, was smashed flat. He said the engine was probably in the driver cab. He said there was a high likelihood that the person in that didn't live. I didn't see it. I was trying to pay attention. It was really foggy and dark, and it was on the other side of the highway. I was trying to pay attention to our side of the highway because I couldn't see real far ahead of me, because we left out this morning at around 3, 315, 320, something like that. Right now it's about 8. Let's see. Now it's 9:30. We've been at this truck stop for a little while. Took a while to get in and out of that place. They have a very strict safety procedures. I had to put a strap on my doors. I think I mentioned that earlier, because somebody got killed with the load falling out on them. And there was quite a bit of safety procedures and stuff. But my backing here recently, like all of my backings, I've even had to do it under pressure, you know, at some of these at some of the consignees, they call it here at Roehl, which is the receiver. I've been under pressure and had to do 90s, and had a truck right here on my right to where I didn't have much, and then a guy sitting there waiting on me, and then another guy on this side. So it got hectic pretty quick, and I did it good the first time, and then they overloaded us, so we had too much weight, so we had to come all the way back, go to the scale. It showed we was overloaded. Then I had to back up, go back around the building, get back to the dock that I was at, and by that time there were more trucks in there, and it made it much harder to get to that time. So I'm learning though. These experiences, like starting out in the winter, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I'm going through this weather. I'm learning. I'm not trying to fly ever, period. I'm not trying to get killed in one of these trucks or kill somebody else. I'm not trying to get in a hurry to make a little more money or even a lot more money. I'm not trying to get killed to do that. So yeah, I want to be on top of it and get good at managing my clock and everything and be professional, but I want to be safe at the same time. I don't want to be out here trying to put myself at more risk than I need to, or anybody else really. But so far so good. I'm very happy with it. Be glad to get home and see my wife and kids too. It's been a while, and yeah, at this point I'm missing them quite a bit. So I'll be glad to get home and see them. See my home, take care of some things around there. I'm the one that does it at home usually all the time, and my wife, of course, she keeps the house clean and does laundry and all that. But when it comes to something tearing up, you know, I'm the one that does that, fixes that. So I need to get home and take care of some things. I'll be glad to get there and see my family, my dog, my cats, and planning to maybe get a couple more dogs too. One for home and one for the truck, little ones, pugs maybe. I've kind of liked pugs for a long time now. I've never had one, but I'm wanting to get one or two maybe. Anyways, I'm hyped up right now. Sometimes you're on the go with this, you know. You might not think that, but yeah, like when you're on your way there, you know, you're driving, trying to get there on time. And we got there way early today. We didn't have to be there, I don't think, till 11:30, and we got there at 6:30 or something like that. And she almost didn't let us come in. She said, well, there's only one truck back there right now, so I'll let you go in, but usually I would reject you and you'd have to wait till your appointment. And at that point, while we were sitting there at the window, one truck pulled up behind me, and then by the time I left the window, there was like 5 more. And when we were going out, there was it looked like 15 trucks sitting there. So if we would have got there just 5 minutes later, she probably would have rejected us. So we were very blessed with that, getting to go in early like that. Now we're waiting on another load, as I said, and this will be my second solo, so I'm excited to get these done and get my own truck. I can't wait to show a tour of the truck when I get it and show it to my kids and stuff. And I love, like, it's been a joy, you know, getting to work with Nestor, but we all want our own space, of course, just as he does his. And I'll be glad to get mine. That way I can make it comfortable, and which it's comfortable now, but I'm saying, like, to me, you know, more comfortable. His is set up comfortable, but it's set up more for him, but he makes it comfortable with it, the blankets and everything. He provides all that stuff, Nestor does. So he's a good trainer. He's professional. I highly recommend him. I seen another one of his students made a YouTube, and he talked good about Nestor as well. So if you want a good trainer, like I said, that link, I'm going to put that in this video as well. Put that link in there if you're wanting to come to Roehl, and from what I've heard, it gives you more of a probability of getting him as your trainer. And then it also gives him a bonus as well, if I'm not mistaken. So it helps him as well. And I'll be happy to do that, because he's went out of his way to help me in more ways than one, like I said. So anyways, I'll continue when I can. Thank you. I'm glad you're interested. If you are, as I said, it's going to be more than just talking about, you know, work and stuff. I like to talk about the Word of God. I know that can be, some people call it controversial, but more than anything else, that's the main thing. It don't profit me a thing to do this and make money and help people and then die lost. So, what does a man profit if he should gain the whole world and lose his own soul? So I like to talk about the Word of God, and I need to do a whole lot better and following the Word of God myself. But thank you all for the kind comments and everything, the support, and I'll try to keep updating as much as I can. comfortable with my back, and got this one in. I had a lot of space for this, but it's good. Get more comfortable. That looks pretty good right there. Make it merge. We're stopping here at a Pilot, just taking a little break every now and then recharges you, because I had to use the bathroom. He probably did too. But it's like it recharges you. When you're on the road for hundreds of miles at a time, yeah, it drains you. It's a different kind of drain, but it drains you. And just taking a little break like this, you know, recharges you. I'll show you what it looks like from a. These truck stops it's pretty neat seeing these other truckers, because you know they're going through things similar to you know, same lifestyle and everything. The food, sleeping in the trucks, on the road, taking showers in the truck stops, parking at night. Like I have fun watching these guys park at night. But so far it's really cool, really enjoying it. We're in, we may be in Texas now. That's where we're going. We've been through Texas quite a few times now. First time you've ever been to?
No. Aliens?
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, this city looks old.
Yeah, I never been this close to that thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, first time.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? This has been a neat journey, this trucking thing so far, and I'm really excited about the future in it. I know that this industry is huge, and it's something I don't ever see going away, really. You know, you hear a talk of AI a lot and stuff like that, and me myself, I'm not a fan of AI at all. I don't care for it. To me, it's something that mankind is not only would be better without, but I think it's very dangerous for mankind. We've got to and I'm not saying this to be mean, but there's a lot of lazy people in this generation as it is. And the last thing we need is to make things easier on people to where they don't work. And it seems like it's heading in that direction, and I don't like it myself. So I'm more old-fashioned, and but I don't see robot trucks taking over. I just don't. Anything made with man's hands can fail. You know, things that are man-made, they all have the potential to fail. But man himself, you know, we're not made with man's hands. We're made by God, our Creator. And he knew just what he was doing when he made us. And so even though that truck can fail, you know, when a man's behind it, that man has the ability to do things about that failure. But when it's just a computer, you know, the whole thing can fail and malfunction. And we've seen that, you know, all down through time since man has been making machines. We've seen them malfunction and people get killed as a result of it. And also people have got killed as a result of a man failing. But I have a lot more faith in a man, you know, behind that machine than I do just a machine alone. I don't have faith in that at all, I'll be honest with you. And that's not something I ever want to see. And I'm afraid that we will, but I myself, I don't approve of it or like it in the least bit. But anyways, I'm loving the trucking industry. I don't see it going anywhere. And I see a lot of potential in it in many ways. I'll tell you this, I'll definitely be a regional truck driver, because being away from my family for this amount of time showed me even more how little I like that, and how that's something I would never want. Because even though you make more money, it ain't all about money to me. The value of the time with my family is worth far more. Seeing my kids' faces, my wife, being able to spend time with them, you can't put a price on that. So I'm happy. I didn't come into trucking to try to get rich. I came into trucking because it appealed to me, because of how that you don't have somebody hanging over your shoulder all day, you don't have a coworker, and you get to see the world. You know, you're not in a building. So that's really part of what appealed to me with trucking. It wasn't so much the money, though the amount of money that you make in trucking is very good. It's a small terminal. I think it might be one of the smallest they have. Anyways, I'm going to just look for a gas station, just go for a walk and see the state a little bit. Beautiful out here, really nice. We got some really pretty trees here in Texas. They do. Lots of trees, whatever they are, they stay green all winter. That's a beautiful one over there. That's the third rail terminal I've been to. I trained at the Gary, Indiana one, and then I've stayed at the Georgia one twice now, and that one back there is the Texas one, Grand Prairie, Texas. I can't remember the city in Georgia. But anyways, really nice, I like it. Beautiful out here. Bimbo Bakeries. Oh, Bimbo. What's old Bimbo been doing? Bimbo. That'd be a good name for a little pug. I think I'm gonna name it Bimbo if I get one. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be. Bimbo. I think I'm gonna get a pug and name it Bimbo. Yeah. I don't know if I ever heard that name, but I like it. I don't think it's legal to walk down the railroad. I used to do it though. I don't think it's legal. I probably need to be on the sidewalk doing it. So far, I would recommend Roehl. It's going good. I'm on my fourth solo right now, so you got 5 of those. And then, oh my goodness, that's really close. So you got 5 of those, and then you go and do a test one more time that he told me was not quite as extensive as my CDL test. Wow, that's a beautiful tree. Ooh, squirrel. Right on it. Right down low. What are you doing, buddy? Look out. Wow, that's a tree. That's a beautiful tree. That's a tree, I said, obviously. But that is a pretty tree. Look how good shade trees they are. Yeah, those are, I'd like to find out what kind of trees those are and maybe get some of them. Those are beautiful. But yeah, as I said, I'm almost done with my training, so, and then I get assigned my own truck. And yeah, I'm ready for it for sure. Me personally, I could not do long term away from my kids. I hate it. It's got to me more. So yeah, I kind of knew that, but it's gotten worse with time. So yeah, I miss them a lot more. So yeah, I'm doing regional, so I'll be gone 5 days and then home on the weekends, and that's my first year. After that, I'm planning to get local. Yeah, just would not want to do. I would not want to do like 2 weeks, 3 weeks at a time. I'm getting close. Man, they need some sidewalks through here. Look what you got to work with here. Need some sidewalks. I guess that'll work. Man, just going for a walk sometimes. I haven't done that for a long time in like a town, you know, went walking for a walk like this. I've not done that for so long. Look at what a tree there, buddy. Tell me they don't have some beautiful trees here in Texas. I don't know what that is, but it's beautiful. It looks like something you'd see in Africa or something, the way it curves. That is beautiful. Imagine building a tree house in that thing. Yeah, imagine the tree house you could build now. You could build a floor there, floor there, floor up there. Okay, good. It is on this side of the road. Look at that thing. I'm gonna have to get me a Keurig when I get my own truck, because I'm burning these coffees up at Lowe's. But you get some pretty good deals on them, so I'll probably keep getting them sometimes too. I'm looking scruffy. It reminds me of my dad. Not that he's scruffy, but his beard is really thick like mine and my papa's. Same way. We're hairy men. But yeah, this is really good. My trainer's in there. I'm on my 4th solo, so almost done with the solos. I'm supposed to talk to my fleet manager tomorrow, and we're going to go from there, she said. So I'm hoping tomorrow she says, you know, that we're good to go for me to go on and test to get my own truck, assign my own truck. And I'm hoping to drive that home to my driveway and show my kids. Where are we right now? I don't even know what state we're in right now, to be honest with you. Oklahoma or Texas, I think, but I'm not sure. We've been to Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, quite a bit, those 3. But other ones as well. But anyway, so far so good. You kind of begin to feel like a trucker, you know, when you do this for a little bit and you look around and see these other guys, you kind of feel together in a way. Or at least I have, because at night you're parking with them, you know, and you're watching them pull in, and you know that they're doing the same kind of things you are, and it's kind of neat, really. Because there's a lot of truckers on the road. A lot of truckers. I am loving driving, honestly. I'm just not like being away from home this long. Definitely not. Like long term over the road for me, no. Maybe when my kids are grown. Even then, I don't know if it would be for me, but I know everybody's different. But I'm saying for me, no. I like to be home with my kids, my wife, and, you know, get to see some of the rest of my family. But yeah, definitely, you know, I could do regional where I'm gone for a week, but eventually I'm wanting local where I'm home every day. We'll see after I do my first year regional.
What is that? Say chocolate. Chocolate? Chocolate? Mmm.
Yeah, it is. How much?
There she is! There she is!
On my very last solo, we're in Wisconsin, and I'm going to the rail terminal here and doing my taking my test Wednesday. So today is Monday, so not tomorrow, but the next day I'm taking my test. This is my last night in the truck with my trainer, so this will be the last one. It's kind of cold out here in Wisconsin, but not too bad. It's a little chilly. I've seen weather change so much where we've been to so many different states. Actually, wait. I don't think I am in Wisconsin. I think we're in Minnesota, maybe Minnesota, and we're going to Wisconsin. I think that's how it is. I think we're in Minnesota and going to Wisconsin. I've still got to figure out keeping up with these states when I go to them. But I'm so excited. I mean, this is pretty much just coming to the end of this series here, and I'll try to talk on it more. And this is just kind of showing the process, you know, through rail to get your not your CDL, because I've already done that and I've got videos on that, but to get your training so that they can assign you your own truck through the company. So once I get done with this and everything, which this is my last day with my training, my last night, and then tomorrow I'll either be sleeping at a rail terminal. They have bunks there, like bunker rooms or something they call them, bunk rooms, and then so I should either be staying there or at a Hotel 1. And my trainer will be getting another person to train. But it's been a success. I just got a test Wednesday, and so long as I pass that, and I'm confident I will, my trainer is too. I'm a lot more confident now than I was at the beginning. Even my backing has gotten a lot better, and I've learned the computer a lot more too. So long as I pass Wednesday, I should be leaving with the truck Thursday, and then heading home to Kentucky with a load from Wisconsin, which is a long ways. That's 11-hour trip in a regular vehicle, I said last time. So in this truck it'll probably take longer, so I'll probably won't be back till Saturday. Today's Monday, coming near the end of it. But anyways, I'm gonna get in here. It's cold, and Nestor, we're waiting on instructions. We came here to and dropped off one, and then we're supposed to get it empty, and they're routing us to the Wisconsin location because they know I got a train. But he started a truck up, so I'm gonna go on and go. I'll put a little bit more in this. It's coming to an end though. It's about time to get my truck. Now we're in Wisconsin here, and this little town is absolutely beautiful. The terminal that I'm at right now, where I'm editing this video, is Marshfield, Wisconsin. And Wisconsin is definitely a beautiful place, and you could definitely tell that the land changes here compared to some of the other places, which, as I said, many of them did. Arkansas was different, Louisiana. Some are more distinct changes than others though. there's a truck stop that we stopped at. It was kind of almost more of a little bit rougher truck stop. We usually stop at Pilot or Flying J's or Love's. That bathroom right there is a Love's, so that bathroom isn't that truck stop that we just showed. That appears to be a Love's there. And yeah, that's another thing too. Don't waste your money when you get into this. I wouldn't recommend it on wasting your money on this truck stop food, or decaying your health because of it. Causing your health to decline because of it. Because it's definitely not the healthiest thing for you. It's done. My training's done. My solos are over. Everything is done now. Now tomorrow I just got my test. So I'm in the bunk room here. I'm at the Wisconsin terminal now, the Roehl, Wisconsin terminal. I'll try to get a little footage of this as well, but that's it. It's done, and I'm so glad that it is. I miss my family a lot, a whole lot. I need to shave too. I'll probably try to do that today. I think I can take a company vehicle from here and go to Walmart. But I'm so glad to be done with it. I think I was 22, 23, maybe even 24 days. I'm not sure. Maybe 24 days altogether. I think like 22 with my trainer or something like that. But so glad to have it over with, and now it's just a matter of tomorrow doing the test. I pass that, I should get assigned my own truck and be on out of here, heading back towards Kentucky with a load. So probably won't be back there till Saturday if they send me out Thursday. Okay, that's not good. Wait. Oh, okay. That scared me. That's how it lasts there. Check the shower. This is I think this is the oldest rail terminal. You can see these walls look like they're put in like the 70s or something. I like that look myself a lot. Oh yeah. This will do just fine. This is the 4th terminal I've stayed at now, which is like a facility, when they say terminal, where they park their trucks, they have their maintenance shops, they have bunk rooms for their employees, and where they run their business out of, I guess. This is, I think, this may be the oldest one. Pretty cool. They keep it clean, as you can see. 4th one I've been to now, 4th rail terminal. So this one is in Wisconsin. I've been to this one. I've been to Texas, the Gary terminal in Gary, Indiana, and then Georgia terminal. Texas was the smallest one I've been in. Show you the room. I appreciate that a lot.
Yep, you're welcome. You go to other facilities, you might want to ask them what they have, because this is an older one. Gary's a lot more up to date. They've got a lot different stuff than what we do. Every terminal is different.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Alrighty, thank you, ma'am. Good to get to settle in now. We got this thing. It's pretty good, dude. I told you my diet ain't started yet. I'm cheating while I can, or not even cheating because I'm not on the diet, but I'm eating unhealthy stuff while I can. That's like white caramel or something, white chocolate caramel or something. It looks good. Got everything I need in here though. This is definitely an older one. I was talking to the woman out there that you'll hear in the video, and she was saying this is one of the older ones. I like that about it, honestly. I like the feel to this one. This room I've got to myself. Thank you, Nestor. If you see this video, thank you very much for everything. He cooked for me when I was in his truck. He put up with me. He helped me in more ways than one, and now we're done with the training. And so thank you, Nestor. God bless you. And I wish the best for him. He's planning to start a YouTube channel as well. Nestor is, so he's my trainer. If you haven't seen the other videos, that's my trainer's name, Nestor. Which I'll probably be mentioning in this video too early on, so by the time you see this, you'll probably have heard his name and seen him even. But here soon, what I'm going to do is go to Walmart. Payday's today for me because I get paid usually Thursdays, but it always comes to my card like 2 days early, which is today, Tuesday. So I'm going to take the company car and go and get some stuff. There's definitely going to shave, and I'd like to get a haircut too, really. I may try to find a good local barber and go get me a haircut. I need one. I know some people think probably not, but I like mine pretty short, my hair. And I don't like my beard going out like this either. It's probably close to the most I've ever grown my beard out. I've never kept a beard. I always kind of just shaved it off, and then a week later I'll shave again. So, but anyways, call my wife and kids here soon, talk to them. I'll be so glad to see them because we was all expecting this to be done by Monday, but now I won't be testing until tomorrow, which is Wednesday. And then, you know, if they have a truck available here, then they'll be sending me out with it Thursday, I'm guessing, from what me and my trainer talked about. And then I won't be getting home to Kentucky till probably Saturday, because that's 9 hours or 11-hour drive, I think. 9 to 11-hour drive from here in Wisconsin. And that's in a vehicle going the speed limit, you know. Those trucks are governed for 65, so it may be Saturday night before I get home, but regardless, I plan to make it. And if I'm able to do my appointment at the time, you know, and get home and see my family.
Took my love and I took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection.
She's got rabies right now. We've got to go get her some medication.
Where the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child in my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Don't know. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I build my life around you. Time makes you bolder, children get older, and I'm getting older too. So well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I build my life around you. Time makes you bolder, children get older, and I'm getting older too. I'm getting older too. So take this mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills where the landslide brought me down. Well, I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, and maybe the landslide will bring you down, down. Well, the landslide will bring.
All right, that's the end of the series here. That completes my training, you know, with my trainer entirely. So I'm sitting here at the terminal. This is the following morning, and now today in a few hours I'll be taking my test, my actual test. So the next video will be talking about the results of that and a tour of my truck. But if you watch, I appreciate it. Be safe and God bless. And if you come to Roehl, I wish you the best with it. And I want to say again, thank you to Nestor for everything, my trainer. Thank you to him for everything they did. It's not easy. I don't believe being a trainer, you know, you're sharing your space with somebody else, and then some are bad and some are good, but he was a good one. And to me, so he was a good trainer. Be glad to get home and see my family and show them the truck and have my own truck, and it started in this. I'm very excited about it. So it's about to get a lot more serious, I guess, and a lot more real soon. Because once I get my truck, I'm going to be heading back to Kentucky with a load, from what they told me. That's the plan. So long as they have a truck available here right now, that is. Ready to get home and split some wood and see my family, spend some time with them. Appreciate all the kind of supportive words a whole lot. That truly does mean a lot. And whatever y'all are doing, that's good. You know, I wish you the best in it. Hope God blesses you in it. Today is Wednesday, and it's the day that I go and actually test to get my truck. So I'm a little nervous. I think I've got to do my pre-trip, the in-cab, air brakes, and then I've got to do a road test, if I'm not mistaken, and then I've got to back the trailer in between some other trailers, and I think I've also got a hook to the trailer. I'm not positive. I was kind of researching it. One person on there on YouTube said that you've got to hook up to the trailer, which makes sense because I'm sure they want you to know how to do that. Something I've used to help me remember is like when I'm picking one up, you use PAL, which is PAL, so I just say to myself, picking up my PAL. I passed my test. I'm so happy about that. It went good. It kind of just got straight into the test, and it was a little different than I expected, you know. We kind of just got right into things. He was really just kind of testing to see how comfortable I was and everything. And but he said that it was satisfactory and passed me. Good to go. So pretty much all I did, you know, we kind of looked over the tractor and trailer and got in it. He kind of explained it to me because it was an international truck, which is different than the ones I've drove, Freightliners. And something that he told me that encouraged me a lot, because it was a compliment, but he said you came in with beautiful acceleration control, like with my foot on the pedal. He said you came in with a beautiful control of that, and he said, and you did that. I can tell you understand how to maneuver the trailer and everything. He said there was a military guy. He told me a story. A military guy that came in, and the guy, he really wanted to do well, but he just couldn't get the trailer down. You know, he didn't know how to do it. So that's one thing that's helped me, is where I pulled trailers for years. That helped me a lot for sure. But he showed me some pointers as well just now, and then Nestor showed me things as well, you know. So I'm trying to take different things from different people and use what works best for me, and then I've got to get my own experience as well. But I'm so happy I passed that. I was so nervous, you know. I got up this morning ready to go and everything, and got up there and met the man, and he was a very friendly guy. He's from from here in Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken. He has I can tell people in Wisconsin have a different accent. I like it. Almost similar to Canadian accent in a way, it seems like. But then he told me some trucking stories and stuff like that. We drove around. We went to the truck wash, the manual one where we wash it by hand with a pressure washer, and he showed me how to do that. Everything's went good, you know. It's all come down to this point. I passed. Now it's a matter of getting assigned a truck and getting to go home. So I'm actually going to put this in my next video, or in the next one that you'll see. I was going to put it in the one after that, the one I'm going to upload today or tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and put this part in there. So it's all done, like my training. So I got my permit, you know, and I'm going to make a video on talking about how to do the whole process. But I got my permit, which is your CLP, your commercial learner's permit. And then I went to Gary, Indiana for 3 weeks. I tested and I passed and got my CDL. Then I came, met my trainer in Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska. I was with him for a little over 3 weeks. And then he approved me, and then now I've come here to the terminal in Wisconsin and did a skills test with the instructor here, and he passed me as well. So all of that is done. I'm so happy. Now it's all that leads up to your own truck. So I'm very happy about that. I'm going to get my own truck, and thank you again, Nestor, for everything. I appreciate it a lot. God bless, Nestor. I appreciate everything you did for me, and for everything. He helped me a lot, and I'm thankful for that. And thank you, Nestor. And I wish you the best too, Nestor, with whatever you do with your YouTube channel and with your business, everything, your life, with your wife, everything. I wish you the best. But anyways, I'm gonna let the video be ended with this here because it's a long video already. I'm trying to keep these down, but instead of 1 day worth of footage to edit like I did with firewood videos, and I still plan to do in the future with firewood videos, it's a week's worth, you know, or so. So it takes a lot longer to edit them, and there's a lot more footage. And in order to, you know, if I made them less than an hour, there'd be so much to cut out that I don't want to cut out. So I know some people don't like that, some do. If it's something, me personally, if it's something I like watching and somebody I like following, which I'm picky about that myself, and other people probably are too, then I can watch hours worth of them, honestly, if it's good content that I enjoy. But until next time, I appreciate y'all watching as always. I hope whatever you're doing, you're successful in it, so long as that's good. And thank you for all the supportive comments and everything. I'll be glad to get home and see my wife and kids, show them the truck, and then I'm going to make a video on furnishing the truck too, like getting the fridge and all that stuff. But until next time, be safe and God bless.